Hi guys, welcome. I'm here for the live stream. I'm sorry it's so late, but no matter how hard I try, I'm having a hard time getting my schedule back. I think once I'm back in my own house, I'll be a little bit easier. Right now, I still can't drive, so I'm relying on everyone else to take me places. And I had to go to my house today to get the mail and take in packages. And I want to thank TD. There were so many nice gifts. I'll show them all when I get home. But the blanket was so adorable. It has Avery's name all over it. And my brother and I were there. It was just the cutest thing ever. But anyway, yes, thank you so much. Actually, my neighbor had it because it was raining when the box came, so she took it inside for me. And there are other things there too that I just didn't have time to open. So it's coming, and I'll make videos so that you guys can see. But the blanket was really cute. Anyway, all right, so let's start. Okay, we got here. Costanza. Why is he silent? Okay, why is he silent? Okay, well, he's having a lot of trouble. He may have suffered some kind of a loss. So this in reverse would be upright. It's a victory. In reverse, it's a loss. It could have to do with anything. It doesn't have to do. It could be. It. I'm going to say this. It's most likely has something to do with work or career because it's Six of Pentacles is in reverse. Feeling spiritually disconnected and feeling like his life is going nowhere. He's just not coping well. You'll hear from him. Don't worry. You will hear from him. Seba. What are T's current feelings towards me right now? Okay. The first two cards, enough said. The Lovers and the Knight of Cups. Soulmate connection, offering of love comes in. That's how he's feeling right now. Nancy, what's next for me in love? You have a water sign coming here, a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer. And they're coming in with justice. So it could be that when this person comes in, you feel like you get justice. It could also be that when this person comes in, karma is served to the last person that you were with. Wheel of Fortune is here. Spin the Wheel of Fortune. You're going to get a good outcome. You're also going to lay down the law. So whether it's you laying down the law with the water sign or you're laying down the law just your life in general, setting up boundaries, you're not taking anyone's shit anymore, especially when it comes to the love area. Love department, for sure. Susie, should I tell Steve how I really feel? I'm a big believer in being honest and open. That's my personal opinion. We're going to ask the cards. %70 chance you should tell him, but let me tell you something. The Hermit is in reverse. So if you tell him how you really feel, which the cards are indicating that you should, you may find that he pulls back or you don't hear from him for a minute. The cards are still indicating that you should talk about your feelings. Just be aware of it. If you know going into it that he may pull back or be silent, at least you know what to expect. AJ, how is Marcus feeling about me currently? Okay, he feels like you're strong, you're smart, you're happy, you're um, persevering, your life is moving forward, and that you know how to get what you want. He feels like, right, there's a level of physical attraction here, and I think that there's a past between the two of you that you share that n- nothing can change that. Like he feels a connection to you like he may no other. If you haven't spoken to him, he comes in out of the blue. You should be hearing or speaking to him soon. Is what's coming in for me for love with M. All right, what's coming in? There may be an argument. You guys might have an argument and you may not be prepared for it. It's not that big of a deal because the tower is in reverse. Don't hold yourself back. If you're confronted or this argument, whatever it is, breaks out, I would express myself because you have the wish card here. You'll get what you want. I think there's going to be some kind of an argument or confrontation. Anna Garcia. How is Christopher feeling? His thoughts towards me right now. Okay. Okay. If he was somebody from your past, he comes back. You reconnect. If he's not somebody from your past, like somebody who's relatively new, somebody from your past is coming back. But that could be a side note. Sometimes it could be a timing thing when this card shows up. Like it could be like when somebody from your past shows up, this is what's happening with Christopher. So it shows that he's going to be feeling much more financially stable. And with that, he's going to have a little bit more confidence to move forward with you. The Nine of Pentacles is here. It's going to be a slow, steady progression. It's not going to be something that happens overnight. I think that in a lot of ways, he wishes he could move forward faster, but he's just not there yet. The Hermit is here. So I don't know if one of you is a Virgo. It could be the Virgo that shows up, or it could be that could be the person from the past. The way he thinks about you is that he feels like you know how to get what you want and you know how to express your feelings. I think that he's attracted to you. I think he enjoys spending time with you, but I do think that he feels like you're a little hard on him or you come down on him hard sometimes. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it. He probably does, but that's just what it's showing. Like he's like sometimes feels a little bit burdened. TD, why did the Aries reach out again and then disappear? It's funny because the cards here are not showing him disappearing. So this is what the cards are showing. You get your wish times 2. So this would be the wish card, feeling lucky. It could be an Aquarius, but it's feeling lucky. A spiritual connection to him. He shows up with an offering of love. He's feeling more financially stable. You know what? If he did disappear, it could have something to do with the devil. It could be, I don't know if he's got a drug addiction or it doesn't have to be a drug addiction, like specifically drugs. It could be like anything that we're addicted to, over exercising, overeating, obsessive compulsive. The devil is that sort of stuff that's not always good for us but feels really good, or that we're compulsive about. So if he did disappear, it could be because he's overindulging in something like that. It's not that big of a deal because it's not showing that he's really gone. Costanza. How does the Libra feel about our last encounter? Sleeping. Victory and a love connection. I don't know what went on this encounter, but by the looks of these cards, it was good. Susie, will he come over this weekend? Okay. According to these cards, he's coming over. But you know, there's always room for somebody to default on that. So I'm going to say that his intentions are to come over. As of right now, he's planning on it. That's what his idea is. But you know, sometimes things change. It's so annoying. It really is so annoying. But yeah. Inez. Where the heck did it go? Hang on. Oh, wait, no, I'm not up to Inez yet. I think I'm up to Queen of Swords. I ended things with George. He didn't respond to my text. Is it over for good or will he reach out? Okay. You want to come sit with me? Want to come sit over here with me? Come on. Okay. She's got an arm here that she's got one in, and this one's not happening. Say hello. All right. All right, let's see. Is he going to come over? I mean, is he going to call? I think he's going to call. I don't think this is really over. Oh, what was that? I want you to get that in your mouth. You're going to hear from him. This isn't over. You know, he may be either calling your bluff or being an asshole or something. Thank you. But this is not over. It's not over by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah. I think I saw Enos was next. Let's see. Yep. Okay, good. What does Sultan feel about me? Do you see contact? Oh, there's contact coming in, definitely. Okay, so this is what you have. You have the Knight of Pentacles, which indicates that this is a relationship that's going to move forward slowly. It's not going to happen fast, but if you play your cards right and you don't overreact and things go as planned, you could have a happy home with him. There could be either an engagement or this relationship moving forward before the end of this year. Things change really quickly with him. Now, you may have to take a leap of faith, spin the wheel of fortune, but he is, sometimes he self-sabotages himself, but I think that you guys are going to, I think there's going to be contact. I think it's going to happen pretty soon. I don't think this is going to take that long to get off the ground. You know, it's like sometimes I feel like a lot of these people are their own worst enemy. It's like they want to be part of the situation. They want the relationship, but like they're resistant to it for no good reason. Melissa, what does my boyfriend Gemini think about me? I'm a Taurus. He's crazy about you. I don't even know why you're asking. I think you know that. You have the Ace of Cups. He could surprise you with something out of the blue coming up, something that you never expected. It could be a nice gift or a nice dinner or something that he goes out of his way to show his appreciation, which means so much more than spending a lot of money on a piece of something, you know? Sometimes he feels a little bit weighed down or restricted, but that's his thing. It has nothing to do with you. You're good. Why the sad face? You don't want to be with him? If you don't want to be with him, then that's your call. But I think he's pretty crazy for you. But listen, at the end of the day, this is my advice to anyone. If you're with somebody because you feel bad for them or you don't know how to end it, it's not really fair to them either. Because there's somebody else out there that would want to be with them. And they should have that. Right? Adriana, is he moving towards me? Okay. He is moving towards you. He's definitely coming towards you. I think you're on the right path. I think you have a lot of good energy around you this year. I think a lot of people do. So if you're not feeling it right now, just give it a minute. Susie, how does he feel now we're communicating? Okay. You got the same thing that somebody else got. Lovers, right? The soulmate connection and victory. Knight of Cups, offering of love comes in, and balance gets restored to the situation. So he's feeling good that you guys are communicating. It's almost like a relief. But you know, it's like that's what gets me. It's like they do it to themselves. He's the one that did this to himself. It didn't have to be like this. Mont, question below. Should Shalini's daughter continue to study medicine in London, or should she change her place? Okay, let's see. Should Shalini's daughter stay in London to study medicine? According to these cards, she should stay there. Definitely. SIBO. Will tea get me pregnant in the future? You opening up your eyes? Hello. You have a possibility, definitely. So be careful if that's not what you want right now, because when there's a possibility, you never know when it could strike. For the most part, right now you're only getting a 33% chance. So I would say if it's going to happen this year, it would be the later part of the year. But things like that can always change unexpectedly. But there's a possibility, definitely, this year. Felicita, when will they tell me to end my contract at work? Okay, timing. The Nine of Spades could be September. It also could be 9 days, 9 weeks, 9 months. But I'm thinking September sounds about right. Miranda, was the girl at the store checking me out? Should I say something to her when I go back? All right, let's have a look. Let's see if she'll sit in here. Sit in here? All right, good girl. Yeah. Oh, you got a big yawn? I think that she was, and I think that you should, but I think that you should be do it in a joking way, only because sometimes at work things just people have to act a little funny because they can't they got to have some kind of level of you don't know who's around. You don't always know who the boss is. So just try to be light and funny about it. I think she was. Good. Good for you. Suella, love reading for me and Terrence. Okay, what's going on with Suella and Terrence? Spun. Fun, spontaneous times coming up. With financial stability and leaving the past in the past, any past regrets move into the past and you move forward. You could have a small argument or bickering about something. It's no big deal because coming up, you guys have happiness surrounding this relationship. So if you're not together as a couple, it could start off as I don't know, you go out and do something fun and spontaneous and you both really like it, and that could propel this situation into a full-blown relationship. Lydia, Lydia, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Is it over with Omar the Aquarius? He hasn't called. Any other men coming my way? Feeling sad. Okay. Thank you. Not over. Not over. Yeah, it's not over. The first card you got is the Knight of Cups, which means he's going to come back in with an offering of love. And it does show that the disaster is minor. So whatever happened that broke the two of you up or that you're not speaking, it's minor. It's not something that's going to end things. It also does show that there's a water sign coming in. So you may have another option, Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio, but you're not, this ain't over. Queen of Swords. Is George happy with Catherine? Is George happy with Catherine? I would say that he's content with Catherine. I don't know that I would say, and I don't even want to say content. I would say more like complacent. Like it's okay, it's status quo, but it doesn't show any hot love cards or hot love connection. It shows almost like, I want to say, like a business relationship. I'm not convinced that there's much fire between the two of them. Not at this point, anyway. Kirsty, question below. How is Jay Reed feeling about the music he asked me to send over? Does he plan on moving me out to Atlanta to work? Okay. I don't see a move yet. Let me ask. But he was impressed by the music. He did like the music. I'm not sure that he's there at the moving to Atlanta part, but I think that he was into the music, and I think that there's going to be more to come from this. Queen of Swords. What does the future hold for me? And George, how does he feel about me? Okay. He feels like the world is at his feet about you. That's how he feels. If you haven't seen or spoken to him, he comes in out of the blue with the Knight of Swords. The Hermit is here, which means maybe you haven't heard from him. He may have been taking time, pulling back, focusing on something else right now. But the Hierophant is here, which indicates he feels spiritually connected to you, and like either he's, and I always hate to say it when I talk about men, not that because men can't feel this way, I just feel like most of them don't feel this way. I don't think they really think along the lines of like past lives or soulmates or that kind of stuff, but I think he knows he's connected to you in a way he isn't to other people or hasn't been to other people. He may be feeling a little undecided about how to go about things or what to do. And it also shows that he may be feeling a little heartbroken coming up in the near future. Like it could be like he feels like he screwed things up or he's not sure how to fix things. But I think that if you stay focused on what you want out of him, I think you can move forward. And I think there can be more to come from this. What's the matter, Bubby? Okay, okay. Enos, more cards for what's coming on for me in Sultan. Okay. What's going on in Sultan? You get your wish around, Sultan. Now, there's a water sign here, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. If either one of you are water signs, that's you. If not, there's a water sign coming in around you, not him. Spin the Wheel of Fortune. And look, it could end up with a happy home. This is the second time this card has come up. You focus on what it is you want from him. I would say Four of Wands is a strong indicator. And look, it's usually the engagement card, but you have to look at where you are in your relationship now. If you're just talking, I wouldn't say that you're going to go and get engaged tomorrow. I would say that the next step would be dating or seeing each other or being exclusive. But it's moving forward. There's no doubt about that. Adriana, how does he feel when we get intimate? So the Page of Wands is here, which is like adventure. So he feels either adventurous or he may treat intimacy with you differently than he's ever looked at it before. It's like adventure. It's he may have a wild side. If you haven't seen it yet, it could be coming. The Ace of Swords is here, which means like double-edged sword. It could go both ways. So the passion that's between the two of you can go both ways. It could be really exciting, really passionate. It also could be fiery, hot, heated arguments. You know, love and hate can be very emotional, but emotionally very similar. But yeah, he enjoys that intimacy. To answer the question. Yeah? Oh, yeah? All right. Liz. Love reading from me and A. We're currently dating. Okay. Love reading from me and A. This relationship can move forward pretty quickly with the Chariot card. There's also the Page of Cups here, which means you could have a creative connection of some type, or it could be the kind of thing where the two of you spend a lot of time doing a creative activity. It might sound silly or stupid, but it could be something that you really bond over. Cause for celebration and feeling much less burdened. So you may be feeling like there's celebration around this relationship. You're feeling less burdened. Soulmate connection. I think you got a good thing going here. Sister Moon, how's he feeling towards me today? He's feeling authoritative. So I don't know if he's feeling domineering today or he's feeling like he wants to take control. I don't know if you haven't heard from him, but the Knight of Swords is here, which means he could come in out of the blue. You may hear from him unexpectedly. I think he's feeling pretty connected to you today. I think so. Maria, how does Wei see me? Will she be my friend? Where's that Wei? Okay. Yeah. Star card. You got lucky, you got a wish. Being prepared. You're definitely going to be friends. I want to say, I don't know how to say it without sounding like a dork, but she thinks that you're a cool person. Like, that's what it shows. You guys are going to be friends. Definitely. Like, feeling like you guys are a lot alike on some levels. Shea Queen. Will V and S eventually get their karma for how they treat people at work? They've been causing a lot of issues. It's so funny. It reminds me of years ago. I worked with this girl, and we were in our early 20s, and at the time when you're like 23, 22, like, you think that you're old, but when you get older, you're like, this 20-year-old, shut up. Like, you're like, who do you think you are, 20? And funny, because my mom would say stuff like that to me all the time. What do you think you are at 20? But I worked with a girl who, she was so nasty, and we worked for a company that was, they had a lot of like bigwigs there, and she would be so rude to them, and they were like grown men and like high positions, and I would think to myself, how does she have the nerve to talk to them like that? Like, she just didn't care. All right, let's see. Is karma coming in? I'm going to say yes. I think it is. Definitely. You got 3 aces. It's definitely coming in. I didn't even turn over that many cards. Jelena. Oh, thank you. For me and Em, he said, hell yeah, about getting together. Why did he ghost me in December? We don't speak anymore. That's okay. That happens. Listen, it happens to a lot of people. Let's see. And I just hate the holidays. I hate the holiday season because it applies a lot of pressure to people. And a lot of people don't do well under pressure. And then it shows up in other areas of their life. So it could be something as simple as that. For him, it happens to show that there was some kind of a loss of a victory. It could be a work thing, a year-end work thing. I don't know. Somebody from his past may have showed up. The kind of thing where you get a phone call from your friend from high school. You haven't seen them in 10 years. You go and meet them. He was also feeling unbalanced. unable to work and not functioning well. Um, let's find out if you're going to hear from him. Let's see. You can hear from him. You can hear from him. You got 2 aces. You got the Wheel of Fortune. I would, you know, there's nothing that sucks more to me. There's a couple of things. Waiting to hear from somebody, being ghosted, or when somebody tells you, "Oh, we'll hang out tomorrow," and then you get up and you're ready to meet them, and then you can't get in touch with them, which drives me nuts. But this is going into the past for you. This is not coming up in the future for you. Maria, does I regret judging me, and will I be his favorite again? Okay, let's see. Yes. I don't know how much I'm going to say that he's going to regret judging you, but it's like he kind of forgets about it, and that just goes back into the past. That was Maria. Ah, I lost my spot. Love Olivia. Energy check on Caesar. Is he walking away? All right, let's see. All right. All right. He's definitely not walking away. If anything, he's coming forward. It just may take it may take a minute or so. He's not walking away. Like these people make me go a little bit crazy because they got to make everything so difficult, but it's not showing him walking away. It's showing him moving forward. But it's very real when you live it. When you live it and you're not hearing from somebody, and you're waiting to hear from them, or there's something that you want to clear in the air and they're not responding, listen, I totally sympathize with it. Alicia, how will my weekend with Nick go? Oh, thank you. How's the weekend with Nick? Good. Okay, so the first card you have here is the Judgment card, which means it's karma, it's meant to be, coming to a crossroads. The second card is the Eight of Wands, which would indicate moving forward quickly or a change in the relationship. The Queen of Swords is here. If one of you is an air sign, a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini, that's you. If not, it could be somebody else coming in around you, not them. And it might not be anything significant, but it could be somebody there. Oh, I skipped the beautiful one. Okay, I'll make sure I get to it. Um, this is success. And then the relationship moves forward slowly. So at first, it may appear like the relationship is going to be moving forward very quickly, and it may move quickly. Like, I don't know what you're doing this weekend, but it could be a turning point, and then things kind of slow down. Okay, the beautiful one. What was the question? General reading for the rest of January. Okay. The theme for the rest of January is perseverance pays off big time. Whatever it is that you're working on, keep pursuing it full throttle. You've got justice here, karma is on your side, and you have the Ace of Cups. It could be a creative project with a Page of Cups. It doesn't have to be, it could be a work thing. But the theme for the rest of this month, which is just another 2 weeks, persistence. Persistence and perseverance pays off. Mont. Will Seleni's daughter get rid of her health issues in the near future? And if so, when? Okay, let's have a look. Oh. Health issues are going into the past. Let's see then. This spring, the beginning of spring with the Ace of Hearts. So I'm not going to say they're going to be totally gone. It could be something chronic, but it would be a way of either managing it or keeping it at bay. You know, like for example, I always bring up my father. He's got terrible psoriasis that he didn't develop until he was well into his 50s, but on most of his body. It took forever for them to find the right medication to put it into remission, but it's in remission. If he stops taking the medication, it'll come back. So it could be something like that. They may have to play around with the health issues, figure it out, but it may be something that she's got to manage. Oh, man. Oh, there we go. Maria, why doesn't he approach me anymore? How does he feel? Okay, he's feeling a little bit like he maybe put in a lot of effort and got nothing in return. He's pulling his energy back, hoping that you're going to notice. There is a chance that this relationship moves forward again because you got the Chariot here. So things could change fast or things could pick up speed quickly. The Empress is here too, so you know what that means. Love, money, prosperity, abundance, marriage, engagement. It also could be the birth or the conception of a child. Maria, will ST contact me? And does he miss me? Definitely. Definitely. Absolutely. It's not going to take too long before you hear from him. Queen of Swords. Will I see George soon, or will we hang out again? Hey. She's here. Yes, you will see him. You will hang out again. Let me see if I can get some timing on that. Hi, Nikki.
Hi.
How was your day today? Good. It may not happen till the spring, or it could be like 10 weeks from now, which would be the springtime. 10 days, 10 weeks. But you definitely, don't worry about it. Look at his face. Looks like the cat that ate the canary.
How's your ear?
It's better. He stopped itching it.
Good boy. You're a good boy.
That laugh.
Hey,
Whoop.
hey. Get out.
All right, let's see. Queen of Swords. I just did that one. Anna. Oh, we're doing great. Thank you. Actually, last night she slept pretty good. Much better than the 2 nights before that. Does Jay see me as his soulmate or twin flame, and does he understand it? I don't think he understands it. See, he knows that there's a connection. He knows he feels something. He doesn't know what it means, and he doesn't understand it. He doesn't know why he feels this way, but he feels something. It's so funny because, like, for most of the time, like, men are a little bit resistant to, like, feeling or thinking about things in terms like that. But meanwhile, it's like, it is what it is. Like, why can't you believe in soulmates? We all have soulmates, like, that are neighbors, mentors, teachers. Not just like, there's not just one soulmate. When people are like, oh, I'm going to meet my soulmate, be with them forever, it's like, no, you're not. You're going to meet them, they're going to torture you, you're going to be really upset, they're going to hurt you, and then they're going to come back and do it again. So be careful what you wish for. But I'm only kidding. But that's what it is. This is life. We're learning and teaching each other. We're here to learn lessons. Unfortunately, they're not always easy. But the point is that he feels the connection. He doesn't know what it is, but he feels it. Adriana, am I going to marry this man? Okay. You've got a probability, 70% probability that you can. it's going to be your decision, obviously, but there's a chance that it could happen. Like 70% chance is pretty high. Coco, love reading for K and I. Soulmate connection. Not holding yourself back. Let me just go back up. Where was I? I forgot what the name was. Oh, it's for Coco and K. Okay. Love connection, not holding yourself back. Letting go of anxiety and balance gets restored. The balance thing, I think, is a good thing because I feel like this has been out of balance a little bit for some time now. The moon is here, which means you should be using your intuition when you deal with her. And if you play your cards right and stay positive and focused on what you want, you can take the relationship to the next level. Four of Wands can be an engagement, moving in together, but it also could be spending time, a lot of time at home. I lost my train of thought. So like you could be hanging out together at your house a lot or at her house a lot. If you haven't been doing that lately, that could be coming up in the near future. Tatiana Bonds. What's coming in for Jade the Taurus and I this weekend? You guys could be coming to a crossroads this weekend. There could be a moment of culmination here. Be careful that whatever happens this weekend, do not overreact, act out of character, and do something that you could regret at another point. You have happiness here. I think you're going to be okay. There's happiness. The Sun card is, to me, more important than the Fool in reverse. But I always urge with the Fool in reverse to just be careful because you don't want, sometimes somebody does something just a little bit stupid. We fly off the handle. I don't want you to say something or do something that you wind up regretting later. Virginia, is my husband cheating? Okay. I think that there's somebody else or there's something else that's going on. There may be more to the story than you know. The percentage was 70%, but the Three of Wands was in reverse, which would indicate he's not waiting for his ship to come in. The ship has already set sailed. To J Mac, maybe. Love, love. Shay. Shay C. Does she really need the money or is she lying? She really needs the money. 70% chance that she does need the money. Oh, damn, I'm already on a 20% battery. Um, 20% chance, 70% chance that she really does need the money, but I think that she may be over dramatizing it a little bit. You know, making it much more than it is. Love, love. Will Kay cause me trouble at work? Is she a rat? She's going to cause trouble. Ten of Swords. I wouldn't trust her. Not as far as you could throw her. Be careful. Oh my God, I'm far behind here. Hang on. J Mac. How's Caitlin's feelings towards me right now? Okay. Yourself back. The Ten of Cups indicates happiness. This is feeling strong and coming forward, or she's an Aries, or you're an Aries, but there's like a strong leadership feeling here, like I'm going to get what I want, I'm going to take what I want. However, and the Knight of Cups is here, which is an offering of love, but yet she holds herself back. It's like holding yourself back, knowing what you want, knowing that you want to go for what you want, but still not actually putting the ball in motion and getting things out in the open. You know, it's funny. It's funny when things are like that. But, you know, sometimes it's a matter of timing. Miss Mitchell. Is the Scorpio or Taurus my soulmate or twin flame? Okay. It looks like you have soulmate connections with both of them, but maybe even past life experiences with both of them. But I can't swear to this twin flame thing. But I'm not a big believer in that. You know, they say you have to elevate your soul really high before you can call that person in. And I just don't think that. I think most of us are just not there. You got that, buddy? You need help? Are you good? Okay, good. You know what? Let's wrap up the super chats right now because my battery's starting to run low and I want to at least get through the super chats I have here. And I'm going to have to charge the phone. Ram, is Pedro ever coming back to this organization? Okay. You know what? You have 70% chance, yes, he is. You also have the Knight of Pentacles, which means it may take some time. I think he probably will. He just might not happen right now. M. What's next for me in love? Fire signs coming in. Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries comes in with an offering of love. You have to take off the restrictions that hold you back and step out of the box, and you can find happiness with this person. If you're with somebody right now, your relationship with the person you're with will move forward when you take the restrictions off yourself, let yourself out of the box. At the end of the day, your relationships should not be the same in a couple of months from now. Things should be transforming for you. Ram. Will I get into MSW school that I desire? Okay. I think you will. Yeah, you will. You got 2 aces and the 6 of Pentacles. You will. Jelena. Lately, I have this feeling that Kay is starting to look at me differently. Is it in a good way or a bad way? He's a Leo. I'm a Gemini ascendant, Virgo. I'm a Gemini ascendant, too. It's for the better, not the worst. I'm not seeing any bad feelings around here at all. Shay, when will we talk? The Jack of Diamonds. The Jack would be November. You do not have to wait that long. I'm going to say it's definitely going to be before the end of the winter. And then moderators, you can get your questions in. Mary Elena. Oh, thank you. What's next for my hubby and me? The sounds that she makes. Justice for you comes in, but there's still cause for anxiety. So things are still not where they should be, but you should have a mini breakthrough coming up. The Emperor is here. He may be starting to, you might have to be a little bit more authoritative. You may have to put the smack down a little bit. You may have a little mini breakthrough, but you're just not there yet. There's still more reasons that may be causing you anxiety in the near future coming up. Craig. How does Elizabeth from work feel about me? Okay. She's got a lot of passion around you, but she's either recently suffered from a heartbreak or she has a heartbreak in the past that kind of holds her back. The Empress is here. They could move forward. You know what the Empress means? Be careful. It could be the birth or the conception of a child. It also could be money, abundance. I think that there is a possibility for this relationship or situation to move forward in some respect. The Ace of Wands could also be passion, as far as it could be just a sexual thing. Which, if that's what you're after and that's what you're into, that's totally fine. But with the Ace of Wands, it's more about passion and sex than it is about love. Okay, let me get to the moderators. I did not answer Mihak. I haven't answered anyone that wasn't a super chat, I don't think, and I have to apologize for that because I don't think I have yesterday either. But I'm working on getting into a normal schedule once I get home and I can have things set up where it's much easier for me. Then I'm going to try to go on like 3 times a day like I was, and I will definitely get to the people that I've been missing. Right now I'm trying to at least get into some kind of a routine while I'm here. Oh, thank you, Zara. I know, but like I said, this is a free service, and I want to be able to get to people that can't afford it or they can't physically do super chats for whatever the reason. It's important to me that everyone gets a question answered because I just think that that's fair. But so I'll get back into it once I get home and I'm settled and we're on a normal schedule. Right now, I've only been out of the hospital 3 days. So I know you guys understand, but it's on my mind. Okay, Mel. Yesterday you indicated there is an imbalance. Are you able to pinpoint what's causing it? All right, let's see. Okay, the Hermit is here, which means we're dealing with a Virgo. I think you might be the Virgo. Yeah. Um, the imbalance is coming from, I think, either an old hurt or regret from something that happened in the past that has not been dealt with or let go of. The Wheel of Fortune is here, so you may have to like sidestep it, bite the bullet, forget about it. This comes up. That story about the prom, how I told weeks ago about how I didn't go to my prom, and every year I kind of relive that. And finally, I was like 30, and my best friend was like, "Listen, I don't want to fucking hear about the prom anymore. Get over it." So it might be that kind of a thing, an old hurt, an old wound in the past that holds you back or throws the relationship, whatever it is that's been out of balance, out of balance. Once you just say, you know what, fuck it, I'm not letting my past interfere with my future, things could move forward. And I think you're going to get there because you have the Wheel of Fortune. So I think it's going to work itself out, or you're going to work it out. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I want to keep things moving. Oh, Brandy, you have a question? And I don't know if I saw SARS. I don't think I saw SARS. Oh, SARS isn't here. Okay, so it's just Brandy. Does Deborah want to have sex with me? Okay. I mean, I'm going to say yes. Yes. Funny thing, 70% chance yes, but if you do, you may find that you have a little argument afterwards, or it could lead to some arguments and bickering. That's okay. So what? Yeah, all right, let me do that one. All right, is Sonia getting a job? Because that's super crazy stress when you don't have a job. You're getting a job. You have a wish around a job. Let's see if we can find out timing on that. Six days or 6 weeks. I don't think you have to wait till the spring. I think it's coming. I think it's coming. All right, I'm going to go now. I'm going to charge the phone. I can't swear that I'm going to come back on later. I can't swear I'm going to come back on later. I just may not have it in me. Like I'm getting tired. But if I don't come back on today, I will be on tomorrow at some point, probably maybe around the same time. This time seems to be working out for me while I'm here because of, I don't know why, but it just seems to be. But we'll see what happens. All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you for understanding, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.